Science versus ancestry. This debate is taking place as we speak. A nonprofit company is planning to build one of the world's largest telescopes atop Mauna Kea, which is a large dormant volcano 13,700 feet above sea level and above the clouds on the Big Island of Hawaii. This makes it a great place for helping us see deeper into space than we've ever seen before. Once done, the telescope is expected to be the most advanced and powerful optical telescope on Earth. Only problem is, not everyone wants it to be built. The location is a burial site for ancestors and a home to deities for native Hawaiians. Madison, according to ancient Hawaiian belief, Mauna Kea was believed to be the meeting place for Sky Father and Earth Mother, so making it a very important place for them. So I can understand why they don't want a ginormous modern telescope built on top of that mountain.
I agree. At the moment, $1.4 billion is being raised by the governments of Canada, China, India, Japan, and the U.S. In my opinion, we need to respect the culture. They have an attachment to this land. Also, we should be focused on here on Earth and respect and honor the land that we have already. Yes, we're using these telescopes to look out into the future to see if there's any other Earths and places to go, which is great for science, but let's remember home is where we are here, and we need to respect and honor the people that have already attached themselves to this land.
Right. And I do agree with you. That is a very good point. I mean, it's very important to respect people's sacred lands, right? I'm trying to think what would happen here in the U.S. if we tried to build a telescope on top of a church or something like that. They'd probably be pissed off as well, right?
Absolutely.
So I can understand it. It's harder, though, for me to kind of sympathize and kind of really feel that spiritual connection that they have to it. So for me, it's kind of exciting to see a huge telescope, an unprecedented type of telescope, which will let us see into other galaxies. I mean, that's a pretty big deal, though. And it is that question, letting go of that old world to search for new ones. I think it's really interesting.
But we also need to preserve, this is on top of a volcano. And
right.
We have to know also ecologically, what are the repercussions of even having a telescope at this mass? And what is it for the land? So also we have to take into account on an environmental standpoint too.
I have to say though, I'm giving you guys the impression that all of Hawaii is up in arms against this. That isn't the case. Actually, the majority of Hawaiians aren't against it. I'm not saying it's a small protest. There are a lot of people camping out there blocking access. But not everyone thinks it's a bad idea. A lot of people think it will create a lot of jobs, it'll create a lot of opportunities, educational. So there's a lot of good reasons for it. I just wanted to say that the median household income, it's lower than most of the other Hawaiian islands in the state. It's the lowest, right on the Big Island. And this could create hundreds of jobs, 300 temporary construction jobs and 140 permanent jobs. So I mean, there are obviously, besides the whole scientific good things that can come from it, there's also a lot of jobs that could be created. So a lot of opportunity, but
perhaps there could be a compromise, though. Hawaii is a big island,
right.
and there's a lot of land, so there are maybe a better place for a home for these telescopes where everyone is happy, and keep preserving this piece of land and respect and honor where their ancestors came from.
There are 13 other telescopes, I want to say, on them around that mountain, but this one spot is the highest point, making it the most desirable for scientists. Unfortunately, a lot of people find that place to be very sacred. So it's a really interesting debate. I understand your point. I'm not saying they should build it 100%, but I can see why, you know, one would want to let go of their sacred land to build something exciting like a cool telescope that's never been built before. I don't know, though, how I stand on it. I'm not Hawaiian. We'd like to know what you guys think. Should this telescope be for everyone and kind of, you know, help out humanity as a whole, or should it be for locals only? I don't know, whatever you guys want to say. Let us know by commenting below. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Lib TV for more.